Hi, I'm Ted,
And I'm Luke,
and we are the pair of porkers.
and we're here to talk about the positives
Negatives
and alternatives of the
mass production of pork.
Cows take up 86% of pasture used for livestock. Pigs and chickens combined take up only 5%. You'll think that this would mean that the amount of food produced by cows is huge, right? Wrong. Only 8% of all food produced comes from cows, but pigs and chickens with the measly 5% of land produce 7% of all food used by humans. Cows are the real pigs.
Don't forget that pigs generate less CO2 that is released into the atmosphere compared to cows and sheep. Not only this, but while pigs get 90% of their diet from grain and the other 10% from pasture land, the grain fed to them only takes up 3% of the food that we feed to animals. All this is great, but wouldn't it be more efficient if we cut out the middleman and use the grain ourselves?
This is what many environmentally concerned individuals consider to be the most efficient and sustainable way of feeding our society. It is called the Great Grain Debate.
And now, a word from our sponsor, Michael Bay.
It's an outdoor barbecue for 2 or 22. What fun on your butt for a birthday or a play day to brighten up the rain day. What's fun? It's a holiday time to celebrate the chocolate top. The roast is the most. Ontario is the main. Great taste is the game. But far on your bar, economical far on your bar. So versatile far on your bar, Ontario.
Pigs are born, raised, and killed in the space of about 8 months. Well, this means that this little porker here will become a slab of meat. This may sound depressing, but in actuality, it's just a testimony to how efficient pigs are at producing meat in a short period of time, where other food sources would fail.
Pigs are one of our most efficient sources of meat. This is because of the relatively low space needed to farm them, as well as the amount of produce we can acquire from them. We use almost all of the pig, everything from the skin to the bone, everything but the oink.
Pigs are incredibly lean in comparison to other animals, such as cattle, even though, most commonly, we go for the fattier cuts, for example, ham and bacon.
Yes, Luke, pigs are quite good for us and efficient. However, in no small way does the unethical nature of their farming contribute to this. Pigs are required ethically to have an acre of space every 20 pigs, and that is not always the case.
Have you heard about all of the ethical indecencies of the slaughterhouses? Their treatment towards the pigs? They keep them in cages barely big enough for them to survive. And that's not even scratching the surface of the hoof. When we go deeper, we go into live export trading and how other countries which have lower, higher ethical standards treat pigs in ways that no one would want to be treated. Even Australia is not immune to such maltreatment of animals. Lately, we have been accused of such mistreatment.
What about enviropigs? They pretty much live to die. They've been genetically engineered to be leaner and help the environment by removing phosphorus from the soil, but that doesn't counteract the reality of their empty life.
Though there are questionable ethical standards. I believe that the pork industry is the future.
Because of its higher efficiency and shorter time to grow, it is much better for our economy.
And our food security.